Hey guys, so I haven't done a best and worst beauty product brand focus video in quite a while now, and today I'm going to be doing one of the most requested ones ever, which is Charlotte Tilbury. Charlotte Tilbury is probably the most hyped up makeup brand out there in terms of just in the whole range. I feel like it's one of those things that people just are absolutely love her. I've never kind of experienced anything quite like it. Like amongst my own friends and family, the brand that they ask me about the most is always Charlotte Tilbury, which products they should be buying, which products aren't worth the money and things like that. So in this video, I wanted to run through my best and worst products from Charlotte Tilbury with a little bit of a disclaimer being that there are a lot more products from Charlotte Tilbury that I love, but these are just the very, very best ones and the ones that don't work for me. And for the ones that don't work for me, also a disclaimer, I don't have any of them to show you because I usually give them to friends and family if they don't work for me because they want them. And what doesn't work for me might work for some other people because I'm aware that some of the products I don't like from Charlotte Tilbury's range are actually super, super popular products. So if you like them, then that's cool with me, but they don't work for me. Okay, I think that's enough of a disclaimer. So I'm going to start with my favourite products. And when it comes to skincare, there's actually only one product from the Charlotte Tilbury range that I think is an absolute must-have for me, and I love it. There's lots of ones that are good, but there's only one that's really made that kind of cut, and that is the dry sheet mask. This might be quite controversial because I know a few people that really don't like these, but personally, I love these. They are expensive. I think they're pretty pricey for what they are, but you can use them like up to 3 times. So for me personally, I like using them 3 times. I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's a bit gross, but I put them on clean skin for like 15 minutes and then take them off and then put them straight back in the packet. So as long as you're not sharing them, I don't think there's anything wrong with reusing them. Also, somebody I know, after you've used them 3 times, said cut them up and put them in your shoes, like on your heels, to nourish your heels. Such a good idea. I'm definitely going to be doing that with this one. This is one that I've used, I think I've used this once, but I wanted to get it out and show you because it was already open. I didn't want to open a fresh one. I think I had a sip of tea in this and I've got tea around the mouth. That is shocking. Anyway, so you take them out of the packet. They look like this, very, very scary looking. They've got, they're more pink on one side. They're still pink on the other side a little bit, but they're like kind of white on one side and then pink on that side with CT. You put them on like this, you hook these around your ears, and then you hook the bottom ones also around your ears like that, and they stay on your face perfectly. I find these are really comfortable to wear, and a lot of the time I don't know, when I first saw them I was like, oh, I'm not really sure about a dry sheet mask, how is that going to work? But it's actually soaked in kind of solidified kind of oils. So when it comes into contact with the heat of your skin, the ingredients actually kind of like melt into your skin. So when you do actually take this mask off, you can feel like a residue on your skin, like a nice kind of nourishing residue on your skin, which is the actual product. So it seems weird that they're dry, but actually they're not dry. They kind of melt into your skin. I really love these, and I think they are the one thing from her skincare range that I think I love and would definitely buy time and time again. One of the other things is kind of like half and half skincare, and this is the Mini Miracle Eye Wand. This is actually half kind of eye cream serum, and then the other half is like a brightening concealer. I love this because I love the concealer and I love the consistency of the eye cream, but I also just think it's such a genius idea to have a double-ended wand like this. So many people do the kind of brightening under eye wands like Touche Eclat. There's a Maybelline one, there's a L'Oreal one, there's a Burberry one. There's like every single brand does these, but Charlotte's the only brand I've seen that's actually done like an eye cream on the other end, so you can actually like get some nice moisture under your eyes first and then conceal. I think it's such a good idea. Love that. And then these next two won't come as any surprise to those of you who have followed me a lot, especially over the past few months, because I've been harping on about them non-stop. These are the Hollywood Beauty Light Wand and the Hollywood Contour Wand. These kind of go together because they're very similar kind of consistency, but one of them is obviously a highlighter and the other one's a contour. So if you don't want to use them both, you don't have to. I just dropped something on the floor. I also really love the brush that comes with these, and I recommend if you're going to buy these, that this brush goes with them because it's like a great trio going on right here. I absolutely love the consistency of these. The packaging is really kind of handy and useful, and they just are a really easy, natural, but still make a difference in terms of what you look like contour set. So a lot of contours I find they're either too light or they're too heavy. I don't usually love kind of liquid contour and liquid highlight, but these are beautiful, and they're probably like my most favourite product from Charlotte of all time. And then also another one that I'm actually wearing on my lips right now, this is the Hollywood Lips liquid lipstick, and this is in Charlotte Darling. I'm lying, this is in Rising Star, not Charlotte Darling, but I do have Charlotte Darling, which is a slightly lighter peachy kind of colour. Yeah, this is Rising Star. I haven't actually tried the brighter ones of these. I know they're a bit hit and miss in terms of people's opinions. I've heard people don't love the brighter ones, but I really like the kind of nudie, pinky ones. They feel really nice on my lips. They're not too drying and they stay on a really decent amount of time. Big fan of those. They're new as well. And then throwing it way back to the original launches that Charlotte brought out, my last favourite must-have from her is the Filmstar Bronze and Glow, which is, again, a contour and a highlight. This is a powder version, so you've got the powder contour, highlight. Packaging is stunning, just absolutely stunning. I have to say, if I was to choose between the liquid contour set and this contour set, I'd probably choose the liquids. But I think it's personal preference whether or not you prefer liquid or powder, and I don't know, try them both. If you're thinking about buying Charlotte Tilbury contour products, definitely try them both. So moving on to my worst products from Charlotte Tilbury. The first one, it was an obvious choice for me, and it's actually both of the versions of this product that Charlotte makes, and it's the mascaras. And this is going to come as a shock to a lot of people, I think, because I know a lot of people who love the Charlotte Tilbury mascaras, and I'm aware that I think Charlotte told me last time I saw her that it's the #1 best-selling product in Selfridges Beauty Hall. Don't quote me on that if it's not true, but I think it is. Either way, it's like a very top-selling product for the brand. So there's two mascaras in Charlotte Tilbury's range. There's the Full Fat Lashes and the Legendary Lashes. And I have to say, I have the same problem with both of them, which is the fact that they go all over my face. So they look amazing when I first put them on, but within an hour or so, I've got a mascara all down here and on my eyelids. And if I had really oily eyelids or watery eyes, and that was a problem that I had a lot of the time, I probably wouldn't be so bothered, but I honestly get that so rarely with mascaras. Maybe a little bit towards the end of the day, like here, but it's not a problem that I frequently suffer from. But with the Charlotte Tilbury mascaras, they just don't stay on my eyelashes. So for me personally, the mascaras are definitely not my faves. They're the worst ones. And I have to say, the other products that I don't love are the Magic Cream kind of family. And I don't hate the original Magic Cream. I actually quite like the original Magic Cream. My problem with it is I think it's very expensive for what it is. I love the packaging, and I do actually quite like the cream, but I think it is really pricey for what it does for my skin. And the Magic Night Cream, I really just don't like the consistency of. It's quite sticky and gloopy. Again, it's quite expensive as well, so for me that's not really a winner. And then the Magic Eye Cream as well, I feel the same way about. It kind of is just a little bit too thick and gloopy for my personal preference. And then last but not least, this is the only one I actually do have the product of because I kept it. I'm not even really sure why. I need to give it to somebody because I don't really like it, is the Wonderglow. Now this is, it says Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash. So it's kind of a primer or a beauty flash balm similar to the famous Clarins one that they sell lots of. I do like this consistency of this product. It feels really nice on the skin, but it doesn't actually feel like it does anything visually to the skin, which is what it's obviously meant to do. It's like a primer, kind of glowy primer. And I just feel like it doesn't really make that much difference. I would rather kind of invest in a product from Charlotte Tilbury that's going to make my skin look amazing, as opposed to this, which I don't think really does anything particularly fantastic. Like I said, it's not a terrible product, but I was just very underwhelmed by it. And obviously it's an expensive brand, so it's quite an expensive product. And then the last one is the Magic Foundation, and I was umming and ahhing about whether to include it because when I tried it out when it first came out, I didn't quite have the right colour, and I think that's probably impacted my opinion a little bit. Having said that, I didn't like the consistency either. It wasn't necessarily a winner for me. It wasn't terrible, the worst I've ever tried, but it was one of those kind of foundations that I tried it a couple of times. I was like, no, this just isn't sitting right on my skin. And in comparison to a lot of other high-end foundations like Chanel and Dior that I love, it wasn't for me. So they are my best and worst Charlotte Tilbury products. I would love to know what you guys love from the brand. As I said before, I've tried a lot, but I haven't tried everything. So if there's anything that you suggest that you love from Charlotte Tilbury, let me know in the comments below, and I will have a read and maybe discover some new products. You never know. If you're not already subscribed, please do. I upload twice a week, and I will see you very soon. Bye, guys.